Hello again. My name is Aga. Welcome to my channel. I'll be reacting to How Did Portugal Happen? Short animation. And if you think about it, looking at the map, how did Portugal happen? It's kind of interesting. And let's just watch it. It's not long. So, let's go here.
The history of Portugal is a long and interesting one.
Sorry, guys.
Its influence is widespread.
Let me try again, because honestly, I'm a bit unprepared. Okay, so we have screen capture here, and let's start again. All the links to the channel obviously gonna be below in the description, so you can watch it yourself as well.
The history of Portugal is a long and interesting one. Its
and go and subscribe, because I think this channel is pretty good.
Not only did it affect the rest of the European continent, but its sailors bridged the world's oceans. Few parts of the world would be the same were it not for Portugal. But where did this nation come from? Who founded Portugal? And, well, to put it bluntly, how did Portugal happen? In order to find this out, we need to travel back to the turn of the 12th century, when the Iberian Peninsula looked like this. In the south, it was dominated by the Almoravid Emirate, and the majority of the people in Iberia at this time were Muslims who had, over the centuries, converted from Christianity after the Islamic conquest of the 8th century. Whereas in the north, Christianity endured as the religion of the small independent states there. And these northern states were the kingdoms of Leon, Navarre and Aragon, as well as the county of Barcelona. And these states were, to put it mildly, not exactly keen on their southern neighbours. The way they dealt with these issues was via in-depth discussions and, just kidding, crusade time. These crusades brought the development of the European states to help, and one such man was Henry of Burgundy. In 1095 he went south, got married to the King of Castile's illegitimate daughter, and was given the county of Portugal to rule. Long story short, he died. His wife had an argument with their son and heir Alfonso, war, which Alfonso won. He exiled his mother to a convent and then ruled as the Count of Portugal after 1128.
Damn, people were cruel by then.
11 years later, Alfonso decided that being a count wasn't as cool as being a king, and so renounced his fealty to Leon. There was a war because obviously, which Alfonso won, and after this, Portugal became an independent kingdom, and Alfonso was
kind of small, isn't it? I wonder how.
Also, before continuing, the name Portugal derives from the settlement of Portugal, which eventually became the city of Porto. As you'll have noticed, the fledgling kingdom of Portugal is quite a bit smaller than the one we know today, and this is where outside help came in. So, the Knights Templar had previously helped Alfonso in his war for independence, and they had been generously rewarded for their help. And Alfonso could count on their help in his plans to 1. Preserve his kingdom's independence, and 2. Strengthen it by expanding southwards. And by sheer luck, in 1144, the Crusader state of Edessa fell to the Seljuks, and so the Pope, doing what medieval popes did best, called for a crusade. Many
another one, is it?
And those from these lands, rather than go the overland route, opted to sail around Iberia on their way. They stopped off in Portugal, where they met Alfonso, who asked for their help. The Crusaders weren't really interested in helping at first, until Alfonso sweetened the deal. With cash, specifically any and all of the spoils from helping him take the strategically important city of Lisbon. The Crusaders and the Portuguese laid siege to Lisbon in 1147, and it wasn't too long before the city surrendered due to starvation. For many, that was enough crusading, and whilst a couple of thousand crusaders continued on their way to the Holy Land, most, notably the English, opted to settle in Portugal. Portugal's southward expansion would continue until its borders reached this in the 13th century, and Lisbon was made the country's capital. Portugal's place in history had begun.
It looks kind of the
I
same,
hope you
isn't
enjoyed
it?
this episode, and thank you for watching. Thanks to my Patreon supporters, whom you can see on screen now. And with an extra special thanks to James Bisonet, Ike, Danny Maloney, Colin Castleman, Marvin Cassell, Rob Waterhouse, Aaron the White, Jordan Longley, Chris Wicker, Gustav
I never
Swan,
really
Gareth
learned that
Turner,
much about
Marcus
Portugal
Arsner,
in
Maggie Paxkowski,
school.
David Silverman,
Obviously they were
Spinning Three
focusing
Plates,
mostly
Spencer
about Polish
Lightfoot,
history.
Lexi Schwinn, Winston Kaywood,
So,
Kelly Moneymaker, Anthony Beckett, The Original Cage, Robert Wetzel, Sky Chappelle, Parshu 19, and Mo.
Okay. There you go. So that was a short history of Portugal. How did it happen? And well, this is something new to me. I never knew how Portugal happened, and now I do. So hopefully you learned something new as well. And you better go and subscribe to the channel. Links in below for the channel and for the video. Thank you for watching. See you next one. Bye.